what I think about TA this meta, and also what do you think about Bottle? Bottle's still pretty bad overall. TA is, I mean, nothing much changed for TA. The only change was the Aghanims, right? And Aghanims is still largely irrelevant. Unfortunately. I wish I could say something else, but yep, the only change that happened for TA is 1 second less cast time on the Aghanims. And unfortunately, Aghanims is horrible. Actually, Crystallis did get nerfed, so yeah, TA is worse now than before. So yeah, TA is in a worse spot for sure than previously. K-Top, thank you for 15 months. Do appreciate it. Yeah, that's what's kind of meh, and Crystallis is nerfed. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do. And Nullfire is nerfed too, in my opinion. I don't know. Some other people might say something else, but like in some ways I said it was maybe nicer for TA, but overall I dislike it because the biggest thing I struggle with as TA is not killing support heroes. It's not like, oh damn, what if he force staffs, you know? God, I really wish I had something against the force staff. I have bash, you know, I can just bash and they die. The big problem I had is people pressing BKB and just manning the fuck up and owning you. Now, you can't do anything against that. You can't even buy a nullifier. You literally have no response to someone pressing BKB. That's annoying. That's really annoying. But if you have Doomstick, is there any way to counter you as TA? What stick are you talking about? That doesn't ring a bell. Doomstick, is that an item? Because, I don't know, maybe you're living in like an hour ago or 2 hours ago, because I'm living in 2020 and right fucking now, and Doomstick doesn't exist. Scythe? Yeah, but it's not really good. Orchid and Purge item? That's not a Doomstick. The Purge item, yes. It's not a Doomstick if it doesn't doom you. The entire point of a Doomstick is to doom you. Is Nullifier just trash now? No, it's just worse against BKB carriers. It's still good against Force Staff, Ghost Scepter, Yule Scepter. A lot of things it's still fine against. But against the BKB carrier, it's absolute dog shit. It's just horrible. It's awful. It doesn't do anything. Still no Q? I'm queuing. We're going, dude. Funny thing is, there's only 4 item actives that you can purge with Nullifier. I don't think it's ever worth it. I mean, there's a lot of spells that you can purge as well. I'm not saying that it's never worth it. I'm just saying that for the main purpose that I liked to buy a Nullifier, the Nullifier now does nothing at all. Like, my main purpose of Nullifier was to fuck over BKB carriers who are extremely hard to kill. You know? Oh, you see an enemy Sven with like 6 slot and BKB, and you need to take the fight against him somehow? Well, blinking in with TA and nullifying him was like a fucking baller move, because first of all, if he presses BKB while it's flying towards him, the nullifier was not instant. If he presses BKB, then he's just gonna turn around with BKB and fight you. But now they made it so that it's not even hard. Like, the nullifier can land, it can be on him, and you try to go on him, and then he just presses it and kills you. I don't know. I don't like it. I personally don't like it. I may sound like a whiny little bitch saying all this, but I liked it better before. Did they make it so Nullifier can be cast on allies without the slow effect? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that would be probably too strong. I don't know, it just seems I don't know, it just seems to me that considering BKB as the carry all counter, just consider the BKB as the carry all counter, it just seems injust that TA can become an all kill with 2 items. What do you mean TA? Like, literally any hero could do what TA could do. Nullfire and Bloodthorn are not 2 small items either, and it's extremely aggressively oriented items that gave you virtually no survivability at all. And on top of that, you needed to land the Nullifier onto the enemy, which had a slow projectile and short cast range, very slow travel time. So you needed to probably blink in, put yourself in danger, and then along with having a blink, you need to have itemized into over 10,000 gold worth of items just to disable the enemy, or around 10,000 gold. And then with that, you still need to probably be protected from whatever his teammates are going to do. So you probably need BKB on yourself. Like, you needed so much for that possibility. The way you're describing it is as if it's just, oh, just get
2 years strong.
Just get it, easy. It was extremely hard to do, and in most cases, impractical or bad to do it. Lazy Little Worm, thank you for 2 years, appreciate it. And let me just give a suggestion here that, okay, say that your enemy TA did invest, you know, 4,000 gold for the BKB, 2,200 gold for the Blink Dagger, and then almost 10,000 gold for the Orchid Nullifier. So she invested over 15,000 gold for this. How about you just have a Lotus Orb or a Lincoln Sphere? Like, these are 4,000 or 5,000 gold solutions that just solve your problem. So you can solve the problem with 1/3 of the money investment that the enemy did. Yeah, that sounds broken to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, or finally, you know, just buy that BKB and just press it, lol. You know, just like, you just press it. I think this was because it was OP to have Nullfire and Bloodthorn castable at the same time. I think what Ice Frog should have done was make them unstackable. Only one debuff takes effects, whichever gets cast first. Instead of removing mute, Bloodthorn is fine right now, I guess, but Nullfire that doesn't mute is shit. I don't like the idea of making them not stack. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree that Nullfire and Bloodthorn were OP, because I can tell you right now, I could go and look at 50 games, just take a random pool of 50 games from the last patch. Like, give me a sample size of 50 games. How many of those games are we going to see one hero have Bloodthorn and Nullifier? How many games do you think? Out of 50? I would be surprised if more than 5 of them. I'd be pretty surprised if more than 3 of them. And quite likely, not a single fucking one of them is going to have Bloodthorn Nullifier. So it's not necessarily a balance thing that was too OP or too broken or abused or done a lot or, you know, super overpowered and needed to be addressed. It's just a decision to change an item to work in a different way than it worked in before. It's not necessarily meant to be a balance change. It's not necessarily meant to make the Doomstick weaker or whatever, but it does effectively take away an option that is pretty much the only option for how to deal with certain BKB carries for a lot of heroes in the late game, which I dislike. I guess Episode Blade and Hex is like what we're gonna have to go for.
Holy Nation.
But not everyone wants an Abyssal Blade or a Hex, is the thing.